morning everyone. I am Shruti, CV mentor from YourPedia, and today I am here to discuss how to fill your SSQ form. So basically, why do we need to fill this SSQ form? Most of the public sector organizations usually actually intake this form because it helps simplify your recruitment process. They need to verify your details, check them they are accurate, so it makes easy for them as well as for you. Okay, so let's start and I will guide you how to fill this form. Okay, so basically, we will start with our name. We will start with appointment held. Whatever position you are applying for, we will go from that. You will add your passport size photograph. Office you will not need to fill right now. Okay, the first 2 points are very important. So what the first 2 points says that your information should be accurate and correctly filled. Make sure you do not fill any false information. So what happens if you fill false information? They can actually terminate your position. You will be disqualified. Even if you will be employed, you will be terminated from your position. So let's not fill anything which is false or inaccurate as well, right? Let's start with your names. Okay, you have to write your surname here, your first name here, then your name in full there. Aliases, it might be that you are called by different names. So if you are called, kindly write your different name here. It is very much possible your name at birth should be different and you might have changed your name after 6th, 7th class. I've seen a lot of people changing their names, right? So we will write that. You will also mention maybe your wife now and earlier used to be suppose your surname used to be Sharma or anything. Now it has changed to something else. So we will also mention that name at the birth if different and also surname used at any stage. Now details comes of your address, your present address. So the present address, where are you currently living? If it is same as permanent address, we will write that also. Now we will fill our permanent address, house number, street, village, police station, post office nearby, district, state, pin code, everything would be filled correctly and in order. Alright, so next come, it is very much possible that you are originally a resident of a different country. You could be of Nepal, you could be of Bhutan, you could be of any country, right? So if you are a resident of different country, you are supposed to fill these details, the address of your original country. Okay, so we will fill name of the country where you belong to and all the address details there, date of entry when you entered India, check post or point of entry, any travel documents you have proof of, you will submit everything here. Next come your mobile number registered. You have to give your personal mobile number, your personal email ID here, registration of personal vehicles in the name of candidate and used by him. You are using bike, you are using car, you have RC of this, everything, whatever details you have, you fill here. Your active bank account, your PAN number, personal passport, when it is valid if you have, date of birth, district, country, place of birth, state, everything that would be details in your passport would also be filled here. Your nationality, Indian, religion, what have you, Hindu, Sikh, whatever religion do you belong to. Now here comes the next question. Particulars of places with periods of residence where you have resided for more than 1 year during preceding 3 years. So what you have filled, what we want to fill here is, so they have given you 3 years, from past 3 years where you have resided, whether it's your home country, whether you have worked in different states, everything you have to write from. Suppose from past 1 year you worked from suppose September 2023 to September 2024. Okay, you write here, then you write full address according to the details they have given here. You have to mention past 3 years. It is possible that you must have gone through maybe 6 months you have resided at some place. We need not to mention that. We need to only mention where you have resided more than 1 year. Got it? Next thing is, if you have stayed abroad, given particulars of all places where you have resided more than 1 year after attaining age of 13. It is possible that some people have done their qualification from or bachelor's or their master's from abroad, right? So where you have stayed their particulars you have to make sure it when you will be when you are above 18, and if you have stayed abroad, then only you have to mention these details. And it is possible that you might not have done these things, right? You know, might not have stayed abroad. So you will write here not applicable, NA. 14th. Have you ever had personal contact with an official of a foreign country other than the result of official duty? If yes, give details. It is possible that maybe some of your relatives or maybe your friend or anyone have personal contacts with a person who is an official position at a foreign country. So if you do have, kindly give their details. It is not there that maybe it is possible that you have been in contact due to your official duties, you need not to mention, but if you have personal ties to the person, kindly mention here. Your 15th question, if applicable, please give full name, date, place, birth and occupation of spouse. If you are married, kindly give details of all of the following, whatever they has, their full name, date, place of the birth, occupation, whatever he or she is doing. And if you are not married, kindly write here not applicable. Has this person's spouse visited or resided in any overseas country or his or her partner? So it is possible that maybe your spouse is currently living in Canada, US, UK and you are living here, right? So if it is, or maybe he or she has visited or maybe lived in abroad, kindly mention all the details here. Not even she or he, his or her relatives as well. Maybe father, mother, grandmother, anything. So kindly please mention all the details. 16th, have any other person over 18 years residing with you? So it is possible you have moved to a different city, or maybe you have someone living who is above 18 years with you, right? So kindly mention all the details, whatever they have asked, his or her full name, date, place of birth, your relationship with that person, whatever he is, a friend, he is a cousin, he is anything to you, kindly mention that, and his occupation as well. With the same answer, the same person who is over 18 years and is residing with you, has he or she visited any other different country, overseas country, has he or she visited, kindly mention his details or her detail as well. Give details if you haven't ever been. So this is something that you should be very much aware of. If you are sometime arrested, prosecuted, kept under detention, charged before court with an offense, disbarred and disqualified, you might have given some public sector or examination and you might be disqualified there for whatever reason, debarred from taking any organization examination from any university, discharged or dismissed from any employment, kindly take, if it is not applicable, kindly write not applicable. If yes, kindly give all the details, yes I was, and kindly mention whatever it was. Okay, let's discharge or dismissed from, if you have maybe maybe dismissed from any employment, maybe you are given termination letter from any employment, or maybe any organization you have worked in have given you termination letter, please mention here. Okay, whether discharged, expelled, withdrawn from any training institute, any training government institute you have been withdrawn, expelled, anything, kindly mention here. Has any criminal case been registered with you? And it is possible you may not be have arrested, but there is some kind of case associated with you, right? We still have to mention it. Okay, in any case or inquiry pending against you in any court of law, civil litigation, there are not only criminal cases, there are also civil cases as well, right? So any pending cases regarding you have to mention here. Are you have you ever been a prisoner of war or held in, it is possible that you maybe worked for army or held as a prisoner of war, it might not be, but yes, if yes, kindly give all the details they are asking for. Do you have an arms license? If you have your personal arms license, kindly give, and how many are there in your possession, kindly give the details also. Now let's come to 20 question. You have to fill every details of the relatives they have asked for, father, mother, wife, husband, son, daughters, brothers, sisters, right? You have to give their name, their birth, by domicile, place or country, and date of birth. Okay, occupation, there your present address and permanent home address. It is possible that your sister might have been married, so your her permanent address would be different, her postal address would be different now, right? So this is how it changed. Let's fill all the details. Even stepsons, stepdaughters, let's go. It is possible that you're married, so you have to fill all the details of your father-in-law, mother-in-law, sister-in-law, brother-in-law, same details as above, name, nationality, place, country, everything. Kindly fill accurate details only, do not falsify any details. Let's come to 23. Particulars of relatives, Indian and non-Indian, working in foreign mission and foreign organization, including foreign concern. It is possible that some of your relative, or maybe the relatives you have mentioned above, your brother, sister, is working some kind of organization or foreign ministry, or working abroad in some kind of organization relatable to this. Please mention every details, his name, his nationality, his occupation, what designation he is, his residential address and his permanent address as well. Do you have any relatives including children living or overseas? It is very much possible. It's highly likely that our relatives are there in foreign countries. They are residing foreign countries and they are living abroad. So yes, you have to include every name, every relationship and country where they are currently residing, their address and date from when they have started residing. Okay. Next comes at question number 24. Have you ever been a member of any cultural or society organization which is associated or assisted by foreign mission or organization? It is possible that you are member of so many organizations, right? But the main concern there is it associated with or assisted by foreign mission organization? There are various cultural or social organization like IMF, like Lions International Organization, right? So basically, if you are associated with it, kindly take yes. It's a yes no question, you don't have to give details regarding it. Are you aware whether of any of your relatives mentioned in column 22? The 22 column was where you have filled all of your details of your relatives, your in-laws, everything, right? So are they member? It was about you, and now it is about, the question is about your relatives. Okay. Are you or have been a member of club, society and other such body? It is not mentioning of foreign or maybe foreign mission organization. It is just mentioning a member of club, society. Currently in India, if you are member or a club, member of club, society or any other such bodies, kindly mention it here. Just tick yes. Okay. Okay. So what if you have ticked yes in these three parts? So you have to give details regarding it. You have to tell which organization you are part of, or maybe which organization your relative is part of. You have to name of the office bearers, period of membership, how many years, details of any post or office. It is possible that maybe you are at any office like post there and you're working there. Whether you are that organization is still active or not, maybe it might be like deactivated. Reason for relinquishing membership, any other relevant details, anything you want to give, kindly mention here. Let's come to the next question. It is 25th A. Have you ever been a member working with any political party, organization or participated in any political activities? It is highly likely that you have been a member of any political party, right? Any kind of activities you have involved in with that associated political party, kindly say yes. Are you aware if your relatives, whatever relatives were mentioned above, continues to be a member or worker with any political party? Because you can't be, or but if they are also currently still involved, okay, make sure that you know every details and you tick accordingly. Just not think about your parents, just not think about your brother and sister, think about every other member they have mentioned above. Okay. If the answer to A and B, if you have given yes to any of the following answer, you have to give details here. Particulars of relative, whichever relative or you were part of it, name of which political party you were associated to, particulars of that political activity, what was their activity there, their membership, or what is their, not even the past membership, if they are currently working also, you can please mention that, nature of participation, why did they participate, particulars, any office if they have held any office, if they have worked anywhere at any position at that political party, kindly mention it. Have you or any or your relative in column 22 been a member or worker of any social, political, religious, service, organization, union, club? So yes, if you or your relative, anyone has been any like a member or a worker of these all things, it was a similar question above as well. So if it does, you have to give every detail regarding it. Make sure you have maybe it is a social organization, political, religious as well, service organization, union, club. It is a long list. Make sure you are very much well aware about it. Okay, now the 26th question. Have you or your wife any debts or outstanding loans? If so, give details. It is possible that you have taken some kind of loan, whether it's housing loan, whether it's a car loan, bike loan, anything, any loans regarding you, either it's you or your wife has taken it, kindly mention it here. Make sure it does not include loans taken by your relatives, or it does not include loans lesser than maybe 6 months or 5 months period, right? It's a proper loan which we take. Acceptance of purely temporary loan or small amount of interest free, which is interest free or which is a very smaller account, or maybe for a small tenure, does not include here. Okay, no detail, no details will be necessary in the obtained by with the previous sanction of the government. State sources of your income and that of members of your family, give all the details. All the members in your family and how you are earning, or everyone in your family earns, kindly give all the details, because mention details of movable and immovable property, including agricultural land in your wife's or husband's name. It is possible that few of the property, suppose it's my mother's or father's, or like, right, my mother has a property in name of car or bike, we can say, है ना, RC is registered on her number. Okay, so same, we will not include our mothers and fathers, but we will include our husband or wives. Okay, we have to include immovable and immovable property, includes agricultural land as well, includes your assets as well, everything which your wife or husband's included, kindly mention it here. Next, I have read, understood the provision of paras 1 and 2. You have to say yes. I certified that the foregoing information is current and complete and best of my knowledge. It is the consent that you are going to sign. I am not aware of any circumstance which might be impair my fitness for employment under government. So last point just certifies that everything you have filled in the form is absolutely correct, and there is nothing that going to falsify under any circumstances. Okay, you have to write place, date, name in full, and signature of the candidate. I think these 30 questions are enough. I think I guided you evenly through it. Now you know how to fill, what things to take care, and that's it. Thank you very much.